lost on time. He had like 1 second left, and I had an hour left. So I was playing well that game. That's when I was good at chess. It was a long time ago. Briggs Keith subscribed. I think that's the game you're talking about.
The Most Supreme Juice, Danny did not bend over backwards. That's the same treatment that all the title players get when they're caught cheating. He didn't do anything special for Hans. And Ben and I were in on one of the secret cheating meetings, and we understand their process in and out. And he didn't do anything special for Hans at all.
Yeah, the problem is Danny Wrench is like me in the sense that a very high percentage of his behavior in his normal life is comedy. And in this situation, when somebody's cheating or not cheating, when Magnus is withdrawing, when Magnus resigns on move one, when somebody's career is at stake, when it's all people talk about, if I make jokes, that's fine. Because, that's what I do. But Danny Wrench saying chess.com is disinviting Hans. Hans is banned from chess.com. Now I'm going to make 50 jokes about it. I mean, unfortunately, he can't help himself. He has to be sort of funny. And he said some funny stuff. And he's like, well, I was just kidding. And then Eric said something on Reddit, which was weird because Eric usually doesn't say anything. And, this is like weird that they're like going out of their way to like get involved when they should go out of their way to not get involved. That's what they should do. And the fact that Magnus and Danny are like that son makes it all suspicious. Right, sweetie?
The Most Supreme Juice, what I would say is if you've got protocol and it's applied to hundreds of players.
Thanks, Briggs Keith.
Then you're not really bending over backwards. You're just following your established protocol. Saying bending over backwards, all I'm saying is implies that it's some kind of special treatment. It wasn't special treatment. So I'm just taking issue with those exact words. But I can also tell you that I don't know Danny. Ben, Ben has known him for many, many years. And you guys have had a good relationship.
Yeah, I've known him for like 20 years.
And so I think, I don't want to speak too much for you, but you in general do consider him to be a good guy, at least in the past, right?
Yeah, I don't like the way he runs chess.com, but he's a good guy. He's a funny guy.
So I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just going to say he's a multifaceted guy, and he can be a real jerk. I've seen it firsthand when Ben and I decided not to do the commentary for you at the chess championship a couple of years ago. Danny was pretty nasty, and I felt like he was implying that he was going to ruin Ben's career. And maybe those were some unfortunate words he used. And when I called him out on it, he did change his tone, to his credit. But he got pretty hot under the collar about it, and his language was very threatening. And he and I had a couple of emails and moved on from it, but it was a little unsettling to see the way that he thinks.
Yeah, basically right now, like I'm a chess.com streamer, whatever that means. So I have to have chess.com logo and play on chess.com. And then I'm on Chess TV 3 times a week for 2 hours.
Fractal Chris.
That's like all I get.
Why are we associated with chess.com? That's a good question.
Yeah, good question. Oh, if it was up to me, I would have been on Lichess like years ago, months ago. Whenever they screwed us last year.
We don't get a lot of perks, but the chess TV is helpful. And then I actually do think chess.com is the best place to learn.
It's also easier to just continue what we're doing than change and go to Lichess. Yeah.
I think chess.com.
But obviously, chess.com is a lot more evil than Lichess. They're a for-profit business.
I think
Lichess is non-profit.
Well, let me talk. I think it's the best place to learn and play chess. So that's another thing, is nothing against Lichess. And then like you're saying, we're already plugged in here, and we do get the Chess TV benefits. I guess I had thought eventually that you would ask to do commentary again, but I guess not. That's fine. I understand. They have valid reasons to not do that. But yeah, Lichess is fine.
A lot of people most people, not me and Karen, most people, they think Lead Chess is better than chess.com, like when you look at it in functionality and programming and whatever, like the way they set it up. But we like chess.com better.
I just like
and
chess.com
we're in the
better.
minority in that, and like playing and finding people to play and the way it looks. Most people don't agree with that, but
We like it best.
I just like the way it looks better.
Yeah, I have the diamond membership.
I've been on Lead Chess many times. I just don't.
I don't dislike them, but I'm more familiar with chess.com. So, I mean, we have no intentions of leaving chess.com in the near future. I guess they could, kick us off because we
Yes.
don't agree with their business
Darn.
practices.
Oh,
But
dang.
it seems like, they've already got enough toxicity going on with this lawsuit and in general. So I don't know why they would invite more drama. But if they do, then they do.
Chess.com is less nerdy. Yeah, that's the part I like about it. They don't want our commentary because we did commentary for the U.S. Championship last year or 2 years ago. I don't know what it was. It was a year or two ago, and they wouldn't put us on the main channel. Like when we were watching, we were on like the Chess.com events, which had like 200 viewers, and we get like 10,000 viewers on the regular channel, and they had Hikaru on the regular channel doing his coverage. I'm like, what?
Hikaru wasn't even the sanctioned. He wasn't the
Yeah,
commentator. We were the official.
We were the official commentators, but Hikaru wanted to be on the main channel, and we didn't know that until after it happened.
They didn't tell us.
They tricked us. They knew that we weren't going to be on, but they didn't want to tell us.
They knew we weren't going to like that, and I felt like that it was demeaning to the tournament.
Oh, it's ridiculous to have the official coverage on
us.
200 viewers when you could have thousands.
And it all comes down to they kowtow to Hikaru.
Right,
And
yeah.
I get it. He's their golden goose, but
No, but they lied to us, not
You
telling
know.
us we weren't going to be on the main channel, that we're going to have no viewers. I don't want to do a stream where there's no viewers. That's just silly
no, it's just demeaning.
Yeah.
And so
and insulting. So now because of that, I stopped doing it after like round 2. So now they're mad at me and I did something wrong and they were being nice to me. That's their point of view, the wrong point of view. And because of that, they don't hire me to do commentary anymore just to get back at me.
And I still remember Danny's. Yeah, we got paid. I remember Danny said. He said a lot of stuff, but I remember one thing he said was, "You're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this," in a very threatening tone.
Yeah, I mean, the abuse of power. Let's see. Oh, I thought it was Danny saying, "Call me." Traffic is bad.
I feel jail unanimous that he had to be shaking his fists, But we were just like, nah, 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 nah. No, thank you.
Oh no! Like I was getting $10 million a minute from the St. Louis club, and I quit.
Did I do it right?
So chess.com can't tell me, oh, you're in trouble because you're not listening to us. I literally don't give a fuck.